Alright, hello and welcome guys. This is Yasir Khan, and in today's video I will be talking about the number one skill you should have if you want to be successful. Okay, so a lot of people think that there's a shortcut to success. Okay, I was one of those people, and since the time I was 20 years old, I tried every single thing I possibly could to find quick success. And that never really happened because there is no shortcut to success. Or more accurately, there is a shortcut to success, but it'll stop working in a couple of months and then you'll have to start all over. So there really isn't a whole lot of benefit to kind of gaming the system, and it pays off if you are committed to the cause and you're looking at the long term and you're working on yourself every single day to make sure that you get to your destination. Now, over the last 10 years, I have talked to hundreds of people, and by far the only thing which most, not all, but most of the really, really successful people have between them is the ability to make sales. In other words, they have sales skills. Now, I can probably hear you groaning saying that, well, I hate sales. I don't even work for a company where I work in the sales department. I get that. The thing is that even if you are not making sales in the traditional sense of the way, by definition, whatever you do is related to sales. So for example, if you want a better job, you go to the interview and you persuade or you sell yourself, right, to the employer, to the prospective employer. And if they take your sales pitch or your persuasion skills, and if they act on that, then of course you'll get the job because you've sold yourself in very positively, right? Now, on the other hand, if your persuasion skills aren't up to par, then you will most likely not get the job. All right? It is the same thing when you go out, on a date. You sell yourself. When you're trying to find the right girl or guy, you're selling yourself. You need to have persuasion in order for the other person to believe that they will gain something by being with you, right? If you're looking at a joint venture, it's the same thing. If you go to a bank for a loan, you have to sell yourself. Sure, they will ask you for your documents, for your financial documents, your income, how much it is, how long you've had this income for, how many dependents you have, what your net worth is. They will ask you all that stuff, but you still have to sell yourself, which means that you need to have sales or persuasion skills. Okay. A lot of people come to me and they say, well, how do I get better at this business, or how do I get to this goal? And my answer is almost always improve your sales and persuasion skills. Even if you're not selling anything in the traditional sense of the way, okay? You don't need to have a product to be able to benefit from learning sales and persuasion skills. Literally every single thing that you do, which can allow you to gain something, is a result of you using or not using persuasion and sales skills. For example, when you were a little kid, if you wanted your mom to buy you something at for example, the candy store, of course you would either persuade her, or you would cry, or you would throw a tantrum. I mean, that's still a sales skill. You're getting the other person to comply with what you want them to do, right? This does not change at all later down the road, later in life. In fact, the only determinant of success is learning sales skills and persuasion skills and having consistency and being persistent. I know that's a mouthful, but all I'm trying to say is that no matter what you do, if you want to be successful at it, you have to practice it every single day, all right? And you have to learn how to sell yourself, okay? An example of this is that my mom is a really, really good homeopath, okay? She's a licensed homeopath in Ontario, in Canada. But before that, she is a conventional doctor. She has her MBBS from Pakistan, okay? Now, the thing is, before a year ago, she could not sell herself properly, which means that not a lot of patients came to see her. even though sure, some of them knew that she was really good at what she did, but she wasn't presenting herself as well as she could be. So I kind of shared the same lessons with her, and now a year down the road, she is making 7 times in revenue that she was a year ago. Sure, we're running Facebook ads and we're doing other kinds of marketing for her, but a huge part of people coming in, trusting her, and then referring their friends and family to her is because of the way she presents herself. And that takes sales and persuasion. Okay? The way she presents herself is a way of persuading people to do business with her. Sure, she might not think of it that way because she's a homeopath and she's a doctor. They don't think too much in terms of sales. They think a lot in terms of how can I help this person. But ultimately, she's running a business, and the business, all kinds of businesses rely on sales. So what I'm trying to say is that no matter what you are doing in your life, the way you persuade and sell yourself has a huge effect on the outcome. Okay, the way you talk, what you say, how you say it, the clothes that you wear, your mannerisms, your body language, all of that ensure that you will either be successful or you will not be successful. All right, and there is no way that you can avoid learning this skill and still be successful. I've tried it, it didn't work out. 3 years ago, I just couldn't talk in front of a camera. I couldn't. I'm an introverted person. I mean, I hate making small talk. And I couldn't stand even the idea of speaking in front of a camera, right? And now look at me. I'm very comfortable doing it because I've been doing it for the last couple of years, off and on. And since I started this YouTube channel, I've been making a video every single day. Okay, and it has dramatically improved my communication skills. Sure, there was a learning curve to it. Sure, I made some mistakes. There were some cringe-worthy moments, right? But that's how you learn. There's no other way about it. So most of the success that you get in life is a result of what you do, not how other people treat you, but of what you do and how you react to things, and how you present yourself, and how you persuade other people, and how you sell yourself to other people. Okay, it's not exactly a skill you're gonna learn in school. All right, schools pretty much do a very horrible job at teaching people how to do this. But if you want to reach higher levels in a company that you work for, if you want to start your own business, if you want to convince anyone, then you need to learn presentation skills. You need to believe in yourself. You need to persuade and sell yourself. Okay, I hope this helps. Yeah, I mean, there isn't a whole lot more to it. It's just that you can never outgrow your potential, and your potential will only grow when you push yourself. Okay, now 3 years ago, when I didn't want to talk on camera, I mean, I could hire someone else to talk on camera for me, but it's not the same thing. Okay, I'm building my own brand, so people need to see me talking to them because that builds relatability. Okay, so yeah, some of it isn't exactly easy. It takes a lot of hard work, and it takes time, but it definitely pays off. I promise you that. And yeah, do a little bit of it every single day, and in a year you would be surprised how far you have come compared to the person you were a year ago. All right, thank you once again, and I will talk to you tomorrow in another video. Take care.